Hello techies. In this session, we will test our knowledge on PL500 exam, how to create and use an environment variable in a cloud flow. Alright, what is the PL500 question here? If you see on my screen, you are developing automation solutions for a company. You need to use an environment variable in a cloud flow. Which three actions should you perform in sequence? There are 5 actions have been given under the actions area. We have to select 3 actions and we have to perform in sequence out of these 5 actions. Before answering the question, let me give you some theoretical and practical knowledge on environment variable. What is environment variable? In Power Automate, an environment variable is a solution component that stores parameter keys and values that can be used as input for other application objects. Environment variables should be used to store any process or application information required to work the business process that may be subject to change between the environments. Environment variables allows us to store the connection references or keys which needs to be used inside the environment. We can configure or declare environment variables inside Power Automate solution to keep configurable data items or static data items. These environment variables help to avoid hard-coded values to configure data that must be changed during the ALM operations. It allows us to modify the values while moving the solution to other environment. Environment variables can be used in solution cloud flows since they are available in the dynamic content selector. Alright, now we'll understand how to create variable in Power Automate. Let me switch to the browser and then I'm going to navigate to make.powerautomate.com. Now, to create an environment variable, first step is that we need to create a solution. Let me go to the solutions and then I'm going to create a new solution by clicking on new solution icon. Now I'm going to give the display name as environment solution. And then I'm going to give the publisher over here, that is default publisher, and then I'm going to click on create. Now we have created a solution with the name of environment solution. Now to use this environment variable, first I'm going to add a new variable by clicking on new and then I'm going for the more and there I'm going to use environment variable. Let me click on that and there we can see I'm going to give the environment variable over here, that is new environment variable. I'm going to give the email, so that I'm going to give the prefix as EV, that is environment variable underscore. I'm going to give email address. Okay, this is my environment variable and then I'm going to take the data type as text and then I'm going to give the default value, that is my email ID, and then I'm going to click on save. There you can see under the environment variables, the display name, there you can see EV underscore email address has been added. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this environment variable inside my cloud flows. So that I'm going to add a new cloud flow by clicking on new and there I'm going to use automation and then I'm going to cloud flows and there I'm going to select instant cloud flow. I'm going to give the name as cloud flow inside the solution. So because why I'm going to make this name as cloud flow inside the solution, I'm going to create this cloud flow inside my solution. I'm going to select manually trigger a flow and then I'm going to click on create. And there I'm going to click on new step and there to use my environment variable, that is EV underscore email address, I'm just going to use the variable and then I'm going to initiate a variable. I'm going to give the name of the variable as email and then the type I'm going to give it as string. Now the important point is that is the value. I want to use the environment variable, that is email address, inside my value. How can I go ahead and do that? I'm going to click on value over here. There you can see I'm having the dynamic content, right? There you can find EV underscore email address. Now if you closely observe, I'm going to get this EV underscore email address under the environment variables. Let me select the variable, that is EV underscore email address. I'm going to select that and then I'm going to click on save. This is how we are going to create an environment variable and then I'm going to use the environment variable inside my cloud flow. Now you may ask why we need to create the cloud flow inside the solution. why can't we create the Cloudflow outside the solution? Now, let me go back to the Power Automate, and then I'm going to create a new Cloudflow by clicking on create, and then I'm going for the instant Cloudflow once again. Now I'm going to give the name over here, Cloudflow outside the solution. Just to make you understand, I am giving these names. I'm going to click on manually trigger, and then I'm going to click on create. Now I'm going to click on new action by clicking on add an action, and then I'm going to give the action over here as variable. To initiate the variable, I'm going to select initialize variable, and there I'm going to give email address. Just to differentiate that, I'm going to give the variable name as email address. Now I'm going to give the type over here as string, and there I'm going to give the value. Now I'm going for the dynamic content selector, right? I'm going to select the function over here. There you can see I'm going for the dynamic content. There you don't find the environment variables at all. You don't find at all because the Cloudflow has been created outside of the solution, so that you don't find the environment variables over here. To use the environment variables, we have to create a solution, and inside the solution we have to create environment variables, and also we have to create the Cloudflow inside the solution, right? Now let me go back to the solution once again. There, if you go back to the solutions, already we are having the solution with the name of environment solution. Let me click on that. There you can see, first we have created the environment variable, that is ev underscore email address, and then we have created Cloudflow inside the solution, correct? Now there is one more reason is there. We have to create the environment variable first, and then we have to create the Cloudflow next. Why we can't create environment variable next? Let me show you that. Now as the first step, we have already created the environment variable ev underscore email address. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one more environment variable by clicking on new, and then I'm going for the more, and then I'm going to select environment variable. Now I'm going to give it as ev underscore email. So just to make you understand, I'm going to create after, and then I'm going to give the data type over here as text, and then I'm going to give just an email address basha@gmail.com. Now I'm going to click on save. Now under the environment variable, there you can see email ev underscore email after is the second environment variable has been created. Now let me go back to the Cloudflow, that is Cloudflow inside the solution, and then I'm going to use another initialize variable by clicking on plus icon. I'm going to click on add an action. Now I'm going to initialize the variable by selecting the action called initialize variable. I'm going to give it as ev after. There I'm going to give the data type over here as string, and then I'm going to use the value over here, that is dynamic content selector. I'm going to select it, and then I'm going for the dynamic content. There you can see, now I have created after, right? So that you don't find the environment variables. You will find only the parameters. As parameters, you can see over here as parameters. You can use the variables, but it will comes under the parameters. That is the reason, first you need to create the environment variables, then you can go ahead and you can create the Cloudflows inside this solution. All right. Let me go back to the PL500 question once again. There you can see I'm having 5 actions are available inside my PL500 question. What is the first one? Create a Cloudflow in a solution. Second action, navigate to https:/admin.powerplatform.com. Third action, add an environment variable to the solution. Fourth one, select the desired environment variable. Fifth one, navigate to https:/flow.microsoft.com. Right? So out of these 5 actions, we have to perform 3 actions in sequence. What is the first one? Now, at the first action, we are going to the navigate to https:/flow.microsoft.com. This is the one recently we got it as navigate to https:/make.powerautomate.com, which is the first action which we will do. You may ask, why can't we use navigate to https:/admin.powerplatform.com? In admin.powerplatform.com, we cannot create these solutions. So that the first action is that we want to navigate to https:/flow.microsoft.com or make.powerautomate.com. This is my first action. Then at the second action, I want to add an environment variable to the solution. So as we have seen, why can't we go for the create a Cloudflow in the solution? Because whenever you are going to create the Cloudflow at the first, then the environment variables will come as the parameter. So that the second action should be add an environment variable to the solution as the second action. And the third action, you are going to create a Cloudflow in a solution. Now you may ask, there is the another action, select the desired environment variable. Now if you observe clearly over here, you are going to select the environment variable, but you have to select the environment variable for the particular solution. There they have not mentioned. Out of these five actions, the sequence is that navigate to https://flow.microsoft.com. The second action is that add an environment variable to the solution. And the third action, create a Cloudflow in a solution. These are the three actions which you are going to perform in sequence. All right, let me reveal the answer. There you can see the first step is that we are going to navigate to https://flow.microsoft.com or make.powerautomate.com. The second action is that I'm going to add an environment variable to the solution. And the third action, we are going to create a Cloudflow inside this solution. All right, I hope you understand what is environment variable and how to create environment variable. And also we have seen how to use the environment variable inside my Cloudflow by using the solution as part of this tutorial.